A very warm welcome to live football action. This is the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. I'm Suraj, your commentator for this game, and it is Kickstart Football Club Karnataka taking on Diamond Harbour Football Club in this highly anticipated Group A clash in the Reliance Foundation Development League National Group Stage 24-25. It's a 4 p.m. kickoff here, the Reliance Corporate Park. The scene is set. Grass absolutely perfect here for playing conditions. Warm and humid, of course, at this time of the year in Mumbai, but players now, having played a couple of games already, acclimatize themselves into the conditions as we head towards the business end of the group stages here. As the two teams right out in the middle, there have been a couple of key changes that have been made. We'll bring you those changes as the team news is out. Both coaches identifying that while they started off the tournaments in the perfect manner, they got pegged back in the previous games. This is a chance for both teams to put things right here. 3 points on offer here. Which one of these teams will look to grab it and seize initiative as they look to claw their way into the second position, as both teams stride out in the middle, led by the officials.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगल दायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है.
Best way before you start the game here in this country, as both skippers lead their team out here for the pre-match handshake. We mentioned how both teams now settling into these group stages. Kickstart Football Club Karnataka starting off their campaign with a victory, and a tight one, that too against Northeast United Football Club, but then were well and truly dismantled against the rights of Jamshedpur Football Club, who really set the pace here in Group A, leaving everybody chasing for that number 2 spot. Diamond Harbour began their campaign flawlessly with a 3-0 victory against Goa, but were pegged back against the mighty East Bengal Football Club. So 3 points on offer, not just to push up the league, but improve their form. As the referee today, Rajesh Kumar Kanojia, with his 2 assistants, Divyesh Ule and Manbir Singh, the 4th official, Anil Prabhakar Desai, will be keeping a close eye on proceedings from the sidelines. Well, the 2 skippers, Ibu Haldar, centre half for Diamond Harbour Football Club, and Crispin Cletus, number 20 for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Lovely tradition there observed by the 2 teams, as the referee makes sure that this game goes on as smooth as possible and let football do all the talking, as we'll bring you the team news from both these teams. And like I mentioned pre-match, have been a couple of changes made by both coaches, and will be very interesting to see how that impacts the game. All the pre-match formalities done and dusted. This has all the makings of a classic, as Kickstart FC Karnataka, Coach Armugan gone with a couple of changes, but the goalkeeper Shijin keeps his spot. Nishak, Mang, Rishi and Allen as the back 4. Midfield 5 of Jitu, Hebi, Crispin Cletus, Ricky and Biswas, providing the power up front to Boris Singh. Coach Armugam has plenty of options on the bench with the likes of Premish, has scored their lonesome goal in the national group stages. Daman Harbour Football Club coach Das with a very strong lineup, but very solid indeed, with Shubhadeep as their left back, Mohammad Kaif, Kaushik, Deepu Haldar and Jeremy to complete the back five. Fresco and Kipjan as the midfield pivot. A very strong front three of Benjamin, Akash and Shubham. Options on the bench for coach Abhishek Das, as both teams now will identify this as a massive game week here. Remember that each team plays 5 group games and the top 2 teams from the groups advance the top 4, and that is the coveted spot. Knowing what's at stake and what that top 4 brings you, not just entry into the next stages, which is again with the next gen. So there's a lot at stake here for both teams to get those 3 points. Stage is set, the scene is set, and the referee blows the whistle for the start of the first half. And it's Diamond Harbour Football Club in their blue kit, kicking things off from right to left. Immediate pressure here from Kickstart. Good work there to win the ball. Here's Benjamin, an early touch on the ball. And this is where Diamond Harbour will just look to keep the ball in the early stages and might just bring a quick attack on the right hand side. Great start this from Diamond Harbour, now bursting into the box. Very good defending, but still manages to win the ball back. How quickly have Diamond Harbour started this game here, and we already have the first injury. He looks to be in some discomfort here. Fortunate start for Kickstart FC, but Diamond Harbour absolutely starting off on the front foot here. Really hope that he's okay to continue. It's far too early for a sign like that, but how quickly the medical department was called upon would just be a cause for concern. Been really brisk start here from Diamond Harbour. That's how they started their first game. They did beat FC Goa in that convincing fashion, giving them to the good, giving them the perfect start off the national group stages. Then they feel that they might have had 2 very difficult fixtures, but as the old adage goes, at this stage of the competition, there are no easy games. Start FC shown their defensive prowess against Northeast United, not an easy team to play against. It was a very tight and tense encounter. Needed a goal from Premish. Really was a thumping counter-attacking goal from the number 16. On the bench this evening, he'll be looking to come on and make an impact at some point here, as there's calling for the substitution. It's really unfortunate scenes here for Kickstart FC. The left back feeling the effects, and really hope that it's just a precautionary thing. They decide that sacrifice this game and hope that he's back again, because the turnaround time in these tournaments are really quick. And our thoughts and prayers definitely with the left back here. Really unfortunate scenes to start off what was a promising game of football, and brilliant start by Diamond Harbour, wanting to get a move on early. Now whether or not he's put his foot in the turf or landed awkwardly, regardless, it's a very unfortunate end to his early afternoon, as Kickstart FC will have to recoup, regenerate and make an early sub here. Coach Kiranav Karasa Armugam will have to shuffle his pack, going against the grain. They'll have to defend this 10 men here. Waiting to see whether or not the referee will allow the substitution. He really won't, because it happened before. Corner will be taken, and rightfully so. Diamond Harbour have an opportunity to pile on the pressure here. Taken short. Back, it's cleverly worked. It's a decent ball in. It's unmarked, and brilliant save at the front post. And on the follow-up, it's out for a goal kick. What a save that was from Shijan at the near post. Punches it out of the danger area. Well worked, short corner routine this from Diamond Harbour Football Club. First time ball in, completely unmarked here. Takes the first touch and rifles that towards goal, and that's the first shot on target. Kickstart FC will have to regroup here. They'll have to reset. They've been hit early with that injury. Seen a shot towards goal already. Not the start that they were looking for. There's Crispin. His first touch. He'll be really tasked now. We saw him in the first game. Well, in the couple of games that we've seen him really trying to operate in that left-hand side half space. Now, whether or not Coach Armugam will give him a lot more license in the middle of the park. See the likes of Ricky and Hebi have the legs and the engine in that midfield area. Harbour looking to establish dominance early on here. He's gaining the early territory. Subadip finds his centre half. Here's Mohammad Kaif. Jeremy. Immediately closed down. Well played there by Ricky. And now Kickstart FC on the move here. On the counter-attack. Patient play on the left-hand side now. Looking to open up a bit of space into the box here. Crispin for company at the edge of the box. Decides to go by himself there. Roofs it. Good defending. Positive play down the left-hand side. Really well played there from Jitu. Tasked with the starting this game. Coach Armugam giving his number 30 the license to go out there. 5 minutes on the clock. Both teams having a positive start to the match here. Crispin will take this free corner kick. Crispin takes it short. Haven't worked it well. It's good defending though. It's very good defending. Clever turn there from Benjamin. He's been closed down immediately. Lovely first touch. There's no time or space in the middle of the park there. Good work. It is really congested and that just means one thing. The space is out wide. Mohammad Kaif to clean up. Gives it to his skipper Deepu. Gets it back. Kaushik is almost playing as that center defensive midfielder. On paper, they are lining up as a back five, but we'll see how Kaushik Das's positioning does happen on the edge. They've done really well to keep the ball at the end. Trying to go back and does well there. Shijin should be able to clear. Under real pressure, and they sweep up very nicely here. Simon Harbour in the move here. Kipchen, clever feet. Keeps it nicely. Here's Kaushik again. Now certainly playing as that deep-lying midfielder. Swing forward there. Diamond Harbour. Applause ringing there throughout the team. They're really on the same wavelength. Now the corner here for Kickstart FC to defend. Corner kick here. Taken by Benjamin. Swinger. That's the boss. He's got height on it towards the fast take. Header towards a dangerous area. It's a cushion header, but easily into the hands of Shijin. Decent move there from Diamond Harbour. They're really mixing things up with their set pieces. For their previous corner. Going short, hitting a shot on target this time. Same shot, but again they're looking to work. Kipchen looking really well in midfield, but he's given the ball away. Ebi has been finished with that really good pass. You can see Crispin playing as that advanced midfielder today. Does prefer playing on the left-hand side. Defender should be favourite. Look at the chase given by the forward. It's brilliant work to get there first, and he's done well to keep it in play. Superb work. Diamond Harbour Football Club gaining territory very patiently. We've seen both teams go through grueling regionals and zonals. They're getting a good understanding, but they know that the levels now will be significantly higher. Brilliant bit of play there from the left back, just bursting forward. He might be onside here. He has stayed on. Good work there from Boris Singh. Stays on the left hand side. Outside of the boot, passes nearly found his forward player. Well, that's a brilliant run there from Jitu by the looks of it at the near post. The pass from the outside of the boot from Boris Singh is a thing of beauty. Not just bends his run, but also turns playmaker. And at both ends in real quick time here. And what a start to the game this has been. Treated the eyes here for the folks watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Course YouTube channel. Thank you for your continued viewership and the support of this wonderful event as Crispin delivers the ball in. It's punched away by Aman Kumar. Cleared this time. Headed by Hebi is not to his teammate. What he was trying to do there, Hebi, just keep the pressure going. This is a good delivery, wasn't it? Was angling towards goal. Aman Kumar had to be very sharp. Real protection at the near post. They used to see They're in both posts. They say one at the front and one at the near post. It's past there, looking to collect. Good defending. Plenty of bodies back there for Kickstart FC. Punches that pass forward. Zip on it. On the left-hand side, here's Benjamin. Bright start to the game for the number 7. Lays it off to Kipjan. First time ball in, doesn't have juice on it. Another promising move. Diamond Harbour getting closer and closer. They're making entries into the box. Kickstart FC having to do a lot of defending in the early stages. Kipjan has been the busier of the two keepers. Kickstart FC start off their campaign with that win, and not just the win, they were a really pleased coach. Armugham would have been the clean sheet against Northeast United, knowing what attacking prowess they have. Gives you the confidence knowing that you can get this. There's a bit of a chase there, really well played. Mank, the boy, is not happy with his teammates. He just saw no pressure on the ball as he allowed the ball to bounce, and this team has just had a flurry of corners in the first 10 minutes. Both teams having to do a lot of defending in the set piece department early on. Just a matter of time before one of them yields dividends. Kipjan has made the short run. Benjamin might look to swing this one in. Swung in by Benjamin. Disappointing corner. Doesn't beat the first man. Just been urging his team forward here, trying to push out, trying to get on the ball and dictate a bit of play. They've had to do a bit of defending early on. They've done so very well. Lovely feet there by the tricky winger down the right hand side. Another entry into the box. Look at the number of green shirts and the shot. Really going to trouble the goalkeeper from there. Caught it too well, I'll say. Head to the edge of the box. Again, a great burst on that right hand side. The deflection fell very kindly, and the shot well over. Diamond Harbour continuing to threaten here. Lovely first touch there from Crispin. Pushing passes. Very well done there to Jitu. Trying to find his captain again, but it's another loose pass, and Kickstart FC really have to take care of the ball better here. Beautiful shift of the body. This is excellent play in tight areas here from Diamond Harbour. Really on the same wavelength. It's a lovely switch. Can Benjamin get that brilliant control here from the number 7? Still managed to keep the ball. This is good play here. Jeremy with the ball in. Good first touch again. Excellent defending on the cover. Diamond Harbour Football Club have started off this first half the better team. Kept the ball on the ground, moved it with real control, asking a lot of questions, and to Kickstart FC's credit, they've answered all of them so far. Another corner. It's the third corner already, 5th in the game. Just 12 minutes from the clock, averaging a corner every 2 minutes here. Left footed this time, all into the box. Delivery is well cleared, allows it to bounce. Benjamin, can he get his shot away? Good defending again, he's forced back. He's been giving company, does very well the skipper. Once you allow the ball to bounce in the box, all sort of panic starts to appear, because you know anyone could just swing from there. Such close range, always spell danger. Possession, here's Benjamin again on the left hand side, trying to give the run around to number 26, Mank. Mank wins the battle very well. Jitu now on the right hand side, started off the game on the left, so wingers getting the freedom to maybe switch wings early on and to give some kind of support to Boris Singh, who's been fighting the lone battle up front. Diamond Harbour have done so well. Like for Mohammad Kaif and Deepu Hal, they're just pushing up, playing 2v1 with the centre forward. And we know that Kaushik Das will like to patrol that area, so central areas for Diamond Harbour have been very well protected. Big centre half will take this throw in here. Expect this one to be fired in. And it does. Good distance on it. Very well won there from Kickstart. Might have taken a deflection of thing by the looks of it. Good defending from the centre forward. Another corner here for Diamond Harbour Football Club. pressure has been relentless for the boys in blue here. Coming from Kickstart FC have been very solid. Another shot corner. Here's Kipjin trying to open up on his right foot, not getting the power on it. Good stooping header away. It's a shot on the volley. Kipjin will collect, not much venom on it. Another chance rejected for Diamond Harbour Football Club here. Header just sat up nicely there. But why not, as it fell nicely there for Crespo. This is where Kickstart FC Karnataka will have to take care of the ball a whole lot better. Easier said than done, considering the press that's been applied by the Diamond Harbour forwards. Lovely turn there from Kipchen. Here's Jeremy. Good pass, centre forward coming shot, doing very well there, Shubham. Look at him dropping deep, getting involved in the build-up. Not just a centre forward who hangs around in and around the 18-yard box, known for his link-up play too. Saw that full display there. Here's Aman. A comfortable game so far, barring that corner. Lovely flick there from Jeremy. Can he get it back though? Benjamin gives him some support and wins the ball and drives forward. What a first half this has been from the number 7. Strong challenge there from Ricky. This comes across, heads out from midfield. Alan knew that he was in a bit of trouble there with Benjamin really gathering speed down that left-hand side. That's when you see your midfielders just coming across, halting the progress here, but it's a free kick and another set-piece opportunity here for Diamond Harbour. Looking to recover after that 2-0 loss to East Bengal Football Club. Good defending. Real pressure. Shot from distance. Another deflection. Awkward, and it's a very good save. Chijin had to backpedal and tip that over the crossbar. The shots keep raining down here. It's a good block. Then his keeper was under real pressure there. And that was just tipping under the crossbar. Chijin had to be watchful, and he was. And it's another corner here for Diamond Harbour. Goodness me, I'm losing count here. Benjamin. Yet another opportunity. Brilliant delivery there. Another scooping header. A bit of acrobatics necessary. Clearance there. Ricky doing just enough. Kickstart FC not able to get out here. Relentless pressure here from Diamond Harbour. Decent delivery again. Very well defended. Ooh, they made really a mess of it. The last touch might have come off forward though. It's been relentless, I would say. Over 16 minutes of pressure that has been absorbed here from Kickstart FC Karnataka. Pigeon busier of the two keepers, but he's kept his clean sheet so far. Kickstart FC need a way out here. They've been winning those headers with real regularity. Kaushik looking to just lay that forward. Pigeon put under pressure. Keeps the ball very well. Here's Jeremy. Brilliant pass. Now from both teams' perspective, we've got a good idea as 2 balls are on the pitch. Absolute no-no. Good watch there from the 4th official. And Coach Das for Diamond Harbour Football Club. Been very pleased with how his team have gone out there and expressed themselves. What he'll want is for them to capitalize on their early dominance. 0-0, the perfect scenario here for Kickstart FC, considering how the opposition have started. Coach Armugam will demand a lot more from his players here. They're still winning the loose balls. Look at it is at Shubham again, working so hard from centre forward. He is dropping deep and then making the run behind the centre back. Brilliant play this. FC they're not able to get out here. They play out the back with real comfort. That has been one of their real strong bases, and we saw that against FC Goa. FC Goa such a tricky opposition to play against, but Harbour really did show off their class against them. Benjamin, Akash and Shubham all getting on the score sheet. It was a brilliant performance, wasn't it? Just really laid down the marker. We've seen in Group A, 3 wins out of 3 for Jamshedpur Football Club. Another 5-star masterclass from them this morning against Northeast United Football Club. 3 out of 3 for them. Even in this early stages of the national group stage, it just looks like they might be one of the favourites to take this top spot of Group A and head forward here. And that second spot really opening up as every team registering on the scoreboard after game week 2, apart from FC Goa, have an opportunity against East Bengal in the evening game. That would be a cracking game as well. So a lot to play for in this early stages. It's match week 3 for Group A, well and truly taking shape here. Great switch out here. Can he win the first ball? Outstanding header there from Boris Singh. Jitu, good block. Jeremy, and Jitu gets it again. Squirts it away. Oh, it's a brilliant effort. What a save. Oh my goodness. Aman Kumar might have just pulled the saves of the RFDL national group stages. And look at the power at which he's hit that with. He gets such a strong hand to it to connect. And how about that? Over 20 minutes of pressure absorbed, and Kickstart FC Karnataka come the closest to opening the scoring. Can't get over the save there from Aman Kumar. That has to be shown from time and time again. It was hit with some force as Crispin delivers on his left foot. Oh, goes for the acrobatics. Kickstart FC find themselves getting a bit of spark here, and it's a shot from distance. Well wide, but now Kickstart FC registering some shots of their own. What a save that was from Aman Kumar. For all the football that Diamond Harbour have played in the early stages, they faced a chance against them, and that's what you need from your keeper. Hasn't had too much to do in the first 20 minutes, but when called upon, he pulls off that save. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Over 250 people watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Sport YouTube channel. Thank you for your continued support and viewership. These players know what it means playing in front of such a large digital audience, watching live or watching later on the YouTube channel. What an initiative this is from Reliance. It's the 4th season, and just continue to see the level of football improve year on year. Here's Jeremy now. Trying to keep his composure. That's good work there from Crispin. People leading from the front. Ricky busting his gut to get there. Good work there. Kickstart FC have not just hung in there and now trying to grow into the game. Jitu on the right hand side, combining with Crispin. Might be offside though. It's a disappointing end. The halfway stage of this first half here really has been a cracking game of football. You can see the pendulum shift. Diamond Harbour started off very much on the front foot. Kickstart FC now growing into the game here. Kaushik put under tremendous pressure there. Heavy wins it back, lays it off. Chance for Crispin. It's a heavy first touch and the shot is wide. Well, for all the defending Kickstart FC have done, the 2 best chances surely falling to them. Heavy doing so well to win it. Picks his head up, finds his captain. The touch is heavy, the shot is wide. Crispin is that left footer, prefers it. But that first touch, getting away from him, forcing him to take it early on his right. Diamond Harbour continuing to play out the back here. Slip pass put under needless pressure. Jitu should be able to recover, and he does. Very well done, and he wins the foul. Ricky take this free kick. Here the coach Armagam not happy with the centre house positioning. He wants now to make the outside run, which he does. You want to see the centre foot back in the box, don't you? The ball swung in. Aman comes a long ways completely. Veki hit his post, And it's Kickstart FC who have scored, but the offside flag seemed to be raised here. Oh, it's Boris Singh with the effort. How close is this? Well, Aman Kumar completely lost the flight here. Oh, Boris Kumar seems that he might just be on here. It is such a tight decision, but it goes in favor of Diamond Harbour Football Club, who get away with yet another situation. This is brilliant here from Kickstart FC. How well they have responded after absorbing so much of the early pressure. They're coming closer and closer now. That is such a tight call. Very, very tight call. As the ball was delivered, was Boris Kumar offside, and that's the decision that the linesman had to make. Aman Kumar will be heaving a huge sigh of relief. Here's Boris Singh again, looking to make amends, lays it off. Surely it's goal! Oh, it's hit the crossbar! Chitu on the follow-up. Crispin with a thunderous effort. Aman Kumar was helpless at that situation. Kickstart FC have well and truly kick-started their first half here. Here's Mang now on the right-hand side. Trying to give him the run around here. Jeremy with good defensive work. The corner for Kickstart. What an effort that was. We saw Aman Kumar pull out a brilliant save a couple of minutes earlier, but this effort from Crispin Cletus thundering against the crossbar. Well, Diamond Harbour are living dangerously here. They're very much on the ropes as Ricky delivers. Good defensive header at the front post. Foul being given and the pressure just being released here for Diamond Harbour Football Club. Coach Das must be scratching his head as to what he's seen his team. After all that dominance with the ball, creating the chances, the game has truly swung in the last 5 minutes. Kickstart FC must be thinking, how have they not scored? 3 big opportunities. No surprises that skipper Crispin Cletus, in the heart of everything Kickstart FC have done in the forward areas. Another giveaway there. Chitu pounces on it. Loses out. Now on the right-hand side, Akash lays it off nicely. Passing not as crisp as it once was, but the foul being spotted. Wang a little too eager to pinch the ball. What a fantastic game of football this has been. Looked like the game was swinging one way, now completely flipped over. Yet another set-piece situation. We saw a flurry of corners in the first 15. Now them really into fruition on the 15. Kipjan just prowling at the edge of the box, waiting for any scraps. The ball to just fall to him. Here he is, Kipjan. Slipping it nicely. Good defensive header there from the substitute left back. Should be able to clear, and they do. The game just settling down for the first time really, but look at Crispin still pressing, and that's brilliant there from the captain. It was a lost cause, but he still went to press, and they win the throw-in as the referee signals a water break, and both teams can finally just grab a breather. It has been a frantic first half here in this Group A clash in the Reliance Foundation Development League National Group Stage 24-25. Fantastic game of football. We'll be back shortly after this swift water break. Well, with the conclusion of that swift water break, the all but said the players getting a few fine instructions from the coaching staff. They were spotting something that the others haven't and trying to gain that advantage on the pitch. Where the spare man is, where the space is, how quickly the pass must be played here. Good work to really burst through there. They won the ball though. Kickstart FC looking to recover. Here's Hebby. Hebby can look to sweep, and he does sweep a beautiful pass here to Jitu down the right hand side. He does get there first, but can't keep the ball in play. There's Diamond Harbour now, looking to build out the back. Just watching, you'd have seen a really good game of football here. Maybe recovers again. Been a common theme in this first half. Karnataka FC midfield now getting a lot more joy, trying to play out the back here. Really well done here, trying to find Crispin. Pass was nowhere near him though. Have to be a lot more accurate in those passing departments. Diamond Harbour looking to get a quick move on here. Crispin stopping the quick free kick. Into the final 15 of the first half. What a 30 minutes football this has seen. Group A taking shape now. Jamshedpur Football Club setting the pace. Top of the pile in Group A, 9 out of 9 for them. An absolutely impressive goal difference too. They've got a plus 10 goal difference, having scored 12 and just conceded 2. Their national group stages as well and truly kicked on here. Doing well in midfield. That second spot well and truly up for grabs. Likes of East Bengal, Northeast United, all looking to find their way. Got one more game in this triple header this Saturday. Goa taking on East Bengal Football Club in that massive clash, 7 p.m. Ricky will take this free kick. Bringing the ball into the box. Decent delivery, the first touch. Not enough there. Kipton should be able to lead this break here. Down the left-hand side. Here's Benjamin looking to combine with Kipjin. Good work there. Mang on the slide. Wasn't going to be nutmeg, was he? Mang the boy, the centre half. FC Karnataka missed out in the previous game against Jamshedpur Football Club. It was a huge loss considering the defeat that they did suffer. They'll be very happy that Coach Armugam has got his number 26 back here. Brilliant footwork. Wonderful work there from Kipjin. Such an electrifying midfielder there. He's been bundled off the ball. Took 3 players from Kickstart FC to get him off. Good switch out. Crispin picks up the loose ball. First time pass is good. Now looking to make the run. This is much better here from Kickstart FC. They've kept the ball so much better. No surprises that their game players improved. Here's Ricky now. Taking the long road around. Here's Hebby. 2 in midfield. Staying a lot close to each other. Look at the distances between number 66 Hebby and number 45 Ricky. Keep an eye on how that remains as the game goes on. And that is pivotal. And that's what Coach Armugam wants from his midfield pivot. The number 6 and the number 8. One stays, one goes. The distances cannot be too far apart. Good pass, but just about managing to keep that in. He has. No, he hasn't. Nice to see a couple of supporters braving the heat here in Mumbai. There's Kaushik Das on the right hand side, bursting through. Can't keep it in play though. Diamond Harbour on that right hand side haven't found too much joy. The likes of Akash Embram, who's scored in the previous game, not getting too much off the ball. Diamond Harbour will want their midfield pivot of Crespo and Kipjin. But a lot more further forward. We've seen a lot of Kipjin. Maybe again winning the ball. How many recoveries he's made. Lays it off on the right hand side. Here's Jitu now. He's got the overlap from Mang. Might use him. Mang does make the run. Now the ball into the box. Easily gathered by Aman Kumar. You can hit that first time. Right idea. What a pick out that is from Aman Kumar. Magnificent pass from the goalkeeper. Finding Kipjin. Bypassing the entire Karnataka Kickstart FC defense. And they lose the ball. Very unfortunate. What a pass that was from Aman Kumar. Does help when your goalkeeper can ping those passes. He's done so well to win the ball there, riding the challenge. Team just getting a bit scrappy here. Won the ball again in midfield. Crispin asks for it, gets it immediately. Does well to keep the ball. Responsible play from the captain. Feeds it onto the left-hand side. Should get it back. Here he is again. Very good play this from Kickstart FC. First time ball in. Really lacking conviction. Here's Hebi. Anyone keeping count? The number of recoveries that number 66 Hebi has done. Yet another one there. Brilliant. He's been all action. When his team were in a bit of troublesome situation, he's out there battling. That's a good pass from Shijin, but it's a goal from Jitu. Both goalkeepers pinging those long balls. Real accuracy. Strong play there from Monkey Boy. And 2 balls on the pitch here. I've seen that on a couple of occasions. As we head towards final 10, oh, lovely netmag there from Kipchen. 10 minutes plus added on time here in this first half. Seen a lot of number 15, Sadgogan Kipchen, has been excellent in the first half for Diamond Harbour Football Club. Here he is again. Oh, he's lost his balance though. Typical commentator's curse on the right-hand side. Here's Jitu. Keeps it well. Here's Ricky again. Lays it off. Crispin from distance. Good block. It looked like the block was made, but the reactions from the goalkeeper just going out for a goal kick. Under 10 minutes plus added on time here in this first half. It's been an excellent game of football. Unfortunately, started off in the worst possible manner for Kickstart FC when the left back Nishak picked up that injury, couldn't carry on. Within the first minute, Kickstart FC were forced to make that substitution. Had to absorb a lot of the pressure with the change. First 20 well in favour of Diamond Harbour. Next 10 minutes since then, and Kickstart FC created some brilliant chances. The crossbar and their goalkeeper Aman Kumar coming to the rescue and has kept the scoreline at 0-0. And now the game just feels a lot more even now. Real jeopardy knowing what's at stake here. 3 points, massive for either team as they look to push up and try and claim that second spot here in Group A of the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. Good win on the right-hand side. Can he get there first? Pace is on. He does well. Waiting for support. Only Benjamin has made the run towards the far stick there. He's done well to keep the ball. Lovely spin. And the ball forced in. Easily defended. Well, Swali looking to clear. Has managed there. And another clearance there. Look at the chase given here. Boris Singh showing real pace. And that's wonderful work from the centre forward. That is called chasing a lost cause. He's just given entire pressure on the centre half, forcing him to take no chances and hit that away. And just like that, Kickstart FC can't take advantage though, as the offside flag has been raised. Well, it's Boris Singh who's offside, so after doing so well to chase him down, finding himself offside. 0-0 the scoreline here. As it stands, the table will start to look very, very interesting here. Diamond Harbour will stay in second with 4 points. Kickstart FC also with 4, but the goal difference will keep them in third position. As you mentioned, Group A was so tight, knowing that every team barring FC Goa got off the mark within the first 2 games. Now the margin for error, knowing that if you slip up, there will be another couple of teams to pounce. And on the right-hand side, an outstanding pass. Cut back, surely goes for goal instead. Brilliant save there from Shijin. And he manages to clear. Well, the cutback option was seeming obvious, but on the right-hand side, looking to catch out Shijin at the near post. Well kept there from Shijin as Kipchen loses his balance again. A couple of occasions, the number 15 has... There's a Good save there from Shijin. Been very busy in the first half. What he's done is he's very much kept his team in it. Not just that, made some very good saves. Beautiful switch out. Can he do well to keep that in play? Here's Mang again. Been outstanding, hasn't he, from the back? So front foot in his approach. Allen nearly losing out, and now he has. Switches on. Mang is out of position. Wins the first header brilliantly there. What a header that was from Shubhan to try and lay it off to Benjamin, but very good work from Mang again. Mang, the boy, defensively has been outstanding. Here's Benjamin. Kipchen finding his left back Jeremy. A lovely flick in. Can he get there first? With Shijin quickly off his line. Gets there comfortably. Both teams have really cancelled each other out here. Point wouldn't be the worst for either team, but try and say that to their coaches. They want the victory here. They want the 3 points. What a first touch that was to bring it down to Crispin here. Boris Singh has been brilliant. Seen some wonderful centre forward play, real good facets, and you want to see those kind of attributes from your centre forward, not just the goal scoring. Of course, as a centre forward, make your living with scoring goals, but when you see the other facets like dropping deep, involving in the build-up, also having a playmaking set, brilliant. Really does add to an extra dimension as a centre forward. Kitchen has recovered, finds Benjamin, who rides the challenge very well. Here's Benjamin again. As well, there's Shubham. Look how deep the centre forward is dropping. Yet again, looking to get involved in the build-up, looking to help out on that left-hand side. Add another extra body, knowing that the likes of Mang goes flying into those challenges. Try and bypass him with a couple of passes. Jeremy with the throw-in. 4 minutes plus added on time remain in this first half. This highly intriguing game of football. Mang again wins another duel. Mang and Hebi in terms of duel winning for Kickstart FC have been outstanding. Really have been a presence. Oh, that's a loose header. It's given away. Ricky does very well. Moves it off nicely. Hebi sweeps up and looks to launch the counter-attack. What a path that is from Hebi. Just like that, getting his team up the pitch. Magnificent play. Now support in the box arriving. Trying to burst past the challenge. He's done well. Oh, he's kept his feet. Lays it off. Crispin! Oh, it's a poor finish though. Doesn't get the contact and will be offside. The approach play first from Hebi and then the layoff. Found the perfect player. The captain. He's had a couple of titles already in this first half. Busting his gut to get there first. But the effort. Not getting the connection. Really unfortunate, but another brilliant move. Coach Armugan would have applauded that from back to front. The way they won the ball, Heavy with the spread, beautifully bypassing about 45 yards, and then getting his team up the shot. And this game has gotten harder and harder to try and predict which way this is going to swing. Crispin gets a clever header first there. Brilliant defending there from Mohammad Kev. Comes across. Challenge. There's Hebi. Yet another recovery for Hebi. Tumang. Two outstanding players for Kickstart FC in this first half. There's Hebi again, keeping the ball. Jitu tries to find Hebi. Jeremy does well to track him down. Hebi trying to go around the fullback. Good header again. Mang winning another duel. 2 minutes plus added on time remaining. Good strong carry there, but can he bypass Mang? Absolutely not. Brilliant from the number 26. And he looks to find the pass, nearly finding his teammate. Another recovery. Here's Jitu now. Oh, it's a poor pass, but somehow finds his teammate. You hear the collective groans, but somehow Kickstart FC still have the attack going. On the left-hand side, drops him on the floor here. Can he look for the cutback? Oh, it's a heavy challenge. He cannot make the challenge. And it's a penalty. Once you slide in the box, if you do not get the ball, you give the opportunity to the referee to make the decision. And the game has been so tight as both coaches were looking to have their halftime team talk, going 0-0 into the break. It's such a rash challenge. It's Biswas who's had a very good first half, making the run down the left-hand side. He wrote the first challenge, the second one far too rash. And the penalty has been conceded, and what a chance this is for Kickstart FC Karnataka just before the half-time whistle to sneak their way in front. It will be Boris Singh against Aman Kumar. Massive moment in this Group A fixture in the Reliance Foundation Development League National Group stages. Good to see Biswas back on his feet. It was a crunching challenge, getting nothing off the ball. And after many chances squandered by Kickstart FC Karnataka, they canned from 12 yards. It's Boris Singh, the number 27, up against the goalkeeper Aman Kumar. This is literally on the stroke of half time here. How crucial is this going to be? Referee making sure everyone follows protocol here. Vishwas has to be off the field because of that, and he is. It won't mind. It's 1v1 here. Boris Singh versus Aman Kumar. 2 minutes of stoppage time has been signaled. Bated breath there, wait for the whistle here. It's Boris Singh! Oh, he's missed it! He shanked it horribly wide! And Kickstart FC Karnataka scored a massive opportunity from the spot just before half-time. He sends the keeper the wrong way, but it is nowhere near the target. Look at the celebration there. How crucial is that going to be? Boris Singh, who's had an excellent first half, from 12 yards had the opportunity to get his team in front. But he misses his penalty. All ends up there. Coach Armugam cannot believe what he has seen from the sidelines there. Incredible stuff this. We're into stoppage time here. Diamond Harbour Football Club get away with that big time. You cannot make those kind of challenges in the box. Coach Abhishek Das simply breathing a huge sigh of relief. Now seeing his halftime team talk potentially being 0-0 when it could have been 1-0. Crespo will take this free kick. Floats it into the box. It would be typical, and it is! Oh, it's wide! It's just wide! And after Kickstart FC squandered the chance from the spot, Diamond Harbour Football Club with the very next attack nearly score. It's a heavy collision. As the medical department quickly here, look at this ball here from Crespo, it's perfect. Shijin comes, gets nowhere near. And once he gets his header, you're almost expecting the net to bulge. It's a heavy collision. Really hope both players are okay here. Shijin getting nowhere near. Both teams creating massive opportunities right at the end. I think the referee has just decided to call the first half here. It's been frantic. It's been an unbelievable game here at the Reliance Corporate Park. Half-time here called by the referee. It's been breathless. It's been fantastic. Chances for both teams. But it's 0-0 at the break. As both teams will be wondering. A lot of ifs, a lot of buts. But the scoreline remains 0-0. It's been a fantastic game of football. We'll bring you the highlights shortly. Kickstart FC Karnataka and Diamond Harbour Football Club gave it absolutely everything in that first half. Diamond Harbour started the game so well in the first half. They kept the ball really well, got Kickstart FC to chase their own shadows, created a lot of opportunities. Shijin was busy in the early stages, this one at the near post, beating it away. Aman Kumar was forced into a few early saves from those set pieces. He did well, but the chances kept on coming to Diamond Harbour. Crespo with that shot, not really troubling. This one dipping very awkwardly. Shijin kept busy throughout. But Kickstart FC, after absorbing a lot of the pressure, what a save that was from Aman Kumar. Surely should have been 1-0. Crispin could have added another. The chances kept begging, and this one went into goal from Boris Singh, but the offside flag was called for the centre forward. Huge sigh of relief there for Diamond Harbour, as the chances kept coming. Shijin making yet another save at his near post, and right at the stroke of half-time, Boris Singh hitting his penalty well wide. And there was one last opportunity before the half-time break. Crespo nearly finding the perfect cross as the header just went wide. As half-time here at the Reliance Corporate Park, Kickstart FC Karnataka nil, Diamond Harbour Football Club nil. As we look at the stats, very even, nothing to separate the two teams. It's 0-0 at the break. We'll bring you half-time into the second half very shortly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you coming in the car now? That goes over there?
Well, both teams coming out absolutely pumped up for the start of the second half. Massive 45 minutes for both teams here to steal a march here in Group A. They have cancelled each other out. They've created the chances. Kickstart FC kicking things off from right to left in search of 3 points here. Massive 3 points on offer here in this Group A clash between Kickstart FC Karnataka in their green and white and Daman Harbour Football Club in their blue kit. It was a fantastic 45 minutes for those watching live. The Reliance Foundation Youth Sports YouTube channel, they would concur with me. We have seen chances galore as Diamond Harbour once again on the front foot, but the offside flag being raised. Saw how impressive Diamond Harbour were in the first 15-20 minute spell. They popped the ball around Kickstart FC. And how well did Kickstart FC do to not just absorb the pressure, but also create some massive opportunities. Crispin came close on a couple of occasions. Boris Kulsing from the spot hit his penalty well wide the stroke of half-time, and there was one more opportunity right before the half-time whistle. The Diamond Harbour's free kick on the spare header which just went wide. Plenty of encouragement for coach Armugam of Kickstart FC and coach Das for Diamond Harbour. Should be favourite here, takes it calmly and then decides to go to his right back. Very good pass. We've seen both keepers show off their passing skills in this match. Good to see the modern keepers, the demands now that have been put on the keepers. It's not just about the shot stopping, not just about the saves, but also your ability to join in the build-up and also pick up those passes. That's a very nice pass onto the left-hand side here. The burst forward is good. Finds Bishwas, who won the penalty in the first half. Foul. See that the change has been made by Kickstart FC, and there's a shot there from Ricky. Half-time change made by coach Armugam. Another good chance there, Ricky making his way from centre half into that midfield area. Crispin has been bundled off the ball. Bishwas doing well. Good strong header there. Changes at half-time with both teams keeping, both coaches liking what they saw from their teams. Here's Bishwas on the left-hand side now. Good defending. Very well done there from Crespo. Just comes across from midfield. Decent cushion header. It's very well worked out here. Look at Heavy once again winning the ball. Magnificent from the midfield general. Here's Bishwius on the left-hand side. Good strong challenge. Can keep the corner there. Subhadeep comes across. Does a bit of damage to himself, but it's a corner. It's an early corner into the second half here for Kickstart FC. Corner being taken. Ricky just surveying his options. The big boys from the back have made their way into the box. Ricky delivers. He's travelled a long way there. Nobody really getting a touch on it. The chase being offered there from Morris Singh, but he can't keep that in play. Set piece deliveries have not really found their targets with real regularity. We saw the flurry of corners for Diamond Harbour in the first half. Crispin does very well to keep the ball. That's surely a foul, and it's a needless foul as well. Wasn't really going anywhere. He turned away, then to make the foul. Another set piece opportunity here for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Crispin and Jitu, left and right foot option on offer here. Might just favour the right foot of Jitu here, but take it off Crispin will really need to show his confidence. Crispin feels that a left footer here might just give a keeper a very difficult chance to try and come out here. So keeper might just be forced to stay in his line. The delivery is from the left foot. Jitu as the decoy, and Crispin goes well over. Whether or not he tried to find the man at the far stake or go for goal, regardless. That piece opportunity that coach Armugan will not be happy with, seeing that his skipper has just blazed one over. In a brisk start, both teams have really come out looking to play, looking to impact, try and push each other back. Again firing into those challenges. Been a real pocket dynamo in the middle of the park there. Just commits the foul. Hebi was there to pounce on the likes of Hebi and Mang. Countless duels for Kickstart FC. That's what other team members need to look and follow suit. A very tight corner here. Both teams having won their opening. Just favor this with his right foot. Jeremy is also offering an opportunity, but it's Crespo with the ball. It is brilliant delivery there. Doesn't get the contact required. He was completely unmarked there. Mohamed Kef, by the looks of it, who made the run. What a pick out that was from Crespo. He's put in some brilliant deliveries. It was his ball right at the end of half time, from which Diamond Harbour nearly scored. Here's Ricky under immense pressure there. It's a foul on the number 45. Crespo now looking a lot more influential in the game. On the right hand side, here's Jeremy. Moves out. Subhadeep brother. Now kicks it on to the right hand side. Good work there from Rishi. He's lost out on the right hand side. Brilliant work into the cross across the face of goal. Devilish delivery there from Akash Ebram. Fired that. He just needed someone to get any kind of contact with his head. Very heavy throw in that. Not doing well. Oh, he's dealt with it so well though. Brilliant work. And then lays it forward to Boris Soon. Gets there first. Brilliant work from the centre forward. Is well marshalled by the skipper. Deepu does very well. Lays it across. Oh, trying to catch him at the near post. One hit with real venom there, trying to catch the run. Well found. Jitu, no hesitation in his mind. Try and fire that first time. Saw Biswas making the run at the far stick, completely unmarked. Very tight angle there. Good work there from Kickstart FC. So lethal on the counter attack. Really do break with pace. Naman Kumar will take his goal kick and try and push his team forward here. Height and distance. Good header there from Biswas. Peter's making himself a nuisance there. Kickstart FC very aggressive in that phase of play there. They knew that the goal kick was going to be high and long, so all they had to do is try and, they can't win the first ball, try and win the second. Just having a word with Boris Singh in terms of clamping down on the physicality of the challenges and flying in there. The games come thick and fast here for the teams, and that just shows you the level of fitness and conditioning required in the national group stages. No time to rest. There's no time to dwell on your previous results. Next thing you know, you're picking things off up against yet another top team in your group. All focus now on 3 points here. The margin for error keeps on decreasing every passing game. Kickstart FC trying to gain a few yards there. Watchful eye of the referee prevents that. He's kept that very well and rides the challenge brilliantly there. Crispin with a lovely first touch. Tries to wriggle away from the challenge. Well defended there, Crespo. He's back immediately there. You can see Kickstart FC playing with a lot more aggression off the ball. Simon Harbour getting into their shape. Here's Crispin, found a pocket of space here. Immediately closed down. Here's Ricky now on his left foot, inviting Rishi forward. Maybe keeps it short. This is a good bit of build-up play here from Kickstart FC. Coach Armagam will be very pleased with the way this team is keeping the ball in opposition half. Here's Hebi. Lovely play this, beautifully timed. Biswas is onside, looks for the cutback. Can it be 1-0? Brilliant block. He comes across as Diamond Harbour lead the inquest as to how the space was created there. It was a brilliantly worked move. Biswas with the cutback, trying to find Ricky on his left foot. Whether or not, don't think the block was made. It's a shot off target. Kickstart FC continue to create chances. 10 minutes into the second half, Diamond Harbour have been forced back as goalkeeper Aman Kumar has hit the deck here. Punching off the ball because he wasn't really involved in that. The ball wasn't played in. Good work. How they worked the ball in the midfield area is very impressive. No surprises. Heavy number 66 at the heart in the midfield. The engine room really has excelled. What a game he's played. The likes of Crispin now being a lot more influential. Forward players. So this version Jetu looking to give support to Boris Singh. Diamond Harbour on the other hand supposed to be a bit more defensive there. Now might just drop into their back five. Saw how Kaushik Das likes to play between the two centre halves. Now might just drop in and be that extra centre half with Mohammad Kaif and skipper Deepu Haidar defending the wide areas. Diamond Harbour found themselves in the zonals in the Kolkata North region. It was a very competitive. You know that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan Super Giants will look to dominate 1 and 2, and that's when you see the likes of Sudeva Delhi was so excellent in last season's national group stages. Found it so difficult. So Diamond Harbour getting to the stage, beating such a top team to it. Beat in itself, but now that once you're here, you want to go as far as possible. Kickstart FC on the other hand, tackling the zonals in the Kerala South sound very well. Second just behind Muthoot Football Academy. Muthoot Football Academy, of course, in the Group B. Group B again tomorrow once match week 3 starts to take on here. You really see the table being shaken up. Every result will have massive consequences now. Almost afforded the first 2 games to figure it out. You know that you might just face a loss, but better to face a loss early on in the national group stages. Now, every defeat now will feel like a real dagger. Oh, it's a heavy challenge there. Flying in. Rishi might just pick up a yellow card there. Rabi Murmu taking a heavy challenge. Yellow card being after the first one. Really was a heavy challenge there. See that he's feeling the effects. A couple of medical timeouts being taken here for Diamond Harbour after Aman Kumar Leon had a treatment being administered. Good to see him back on his feet. Know that the game started in terrible fashion for Kickstart FC, losing their first choice left back Nishak. To defend that situation, might have gotten his foot caught in the turf. And the start that Kickstart FC have wanted, but Wali, since coming on, has been very good as that second choice left back. Foot of Crespo into the box. They beat the header away with comfortable ease there. In the second ball too, they managed to clear. Kickstart FC looking to push out here. Win the ball, and here's Crispin leading the charge forward. Options here on the right hand side. Looks to feed it. Here's Boris Singh, goes for goal himself as he looks to hit the goalkeeper from there. Never really going to trouble the goalkeeper. Needed something very special, and you saw the run being made by Bishwas. Now whether or not Boris Singh had time to pick his head up. To the final 30 minutes of action here. A point each for both teams. Not the worst for them. Will take them to 4 points each. Diamond Harbour will have the advantage in terms of the goal difference. Will take them temporarily into second position. With East Bengal Football Club taking on FC Goa later on in the evening in the 7 p.m. kickoff. There's Murmu now on the right hand side. Second half substitution looking to weave through it. Done very well. Win the ball back. Good pressure shown here by Diamond Harbour, not allowing Kickstart FC to venture out here. Trying to try and keep the ball in play, but out of play. Out to throw in. Here's Hebi. Crispin put under immediate pressure. You can see as soon as he had the ball, Kaushik followed him from deep, making sure that Crispin Cletus has no time on the ball. He looks to pick up space anywhere in those midfield areas. Here's Hebi. Lovely through ball. Can he find his fourth player? Might get there first. He does. Oh, he's pulled him down. That surely is a penalty. Real mix-up at the back. Well, the centre half was hoping that Aman Kumar would have come back. The decision and the hesitation was made. And by then, it was brilliant play there to nip in front. And once there, it was real panic from the centre half. Holds them down. And after Kickstart FC missed their penalty right on the stroke of half-time, have yet another opportunity from the spot. Is there going to be a change in penalty taker? Or will Boris Singh continue as the number one on the spot here? Aman Kumar hesitant to sweep. We saw Mohammad Kaif hoping that the goalkeeper would have bailed him out, but it was far too late as the back pass remained short. And it's a change in penalty taker. It's Jitu this time, the number 30, up against Aman Kumar. The second penalty of this match. The first one off target. Can Jitu convert? It's been a yellow card in the melee of all this. Referee making sure that discipline is being observed here for the penalty. It's been a long wait. The change in penalty taker. It's Jitu up against Aman Kumar. Massive moment in this Group A match. Jitu waits. And Jitu buries the penalty. No chance for the goalkeeper. He has roofed it to give Kickstart FC Karnataka a massive lead in this Group A clash in the national group stage of the Reliance Foundation Development League. Even if the keeper dived the right way, there was no chance that he was saving that. Real conviction in the strike. Brilliant penalty from the number 30 Jitu. Full of conviction, full of quality, power galore as he gets the congratulations from the coaching staff. Coach Armugam will be very pleased. After a lot of the chances for Kickstart FC was squandered in the first half, they finally do get the lead. Now can they hang on? And now for Diamond Harbour Football Club, they have to come out and play. They cannot afford back-to-back defeats in the national group stages if they are to make the top two. Brilliant play again, trying to get the first ball in. It's been hacked clear. Now do Kickstart FC change their approach? They've been on the front foot. Now Diamond Harbour Football Club will be invited forward. It's important for Kickstart FC to continue doing what they've done very well. And as for Diamond Harbour Football Club, it's time for them. Is it time for them to start throwing everything that they have towards goal? Flung in by Kev. Cleared away. Shot from distance. Never really going to trouble the goalkeeper, not for a goal kick. And that penalty all came from the mix-up at the back. Ball looked like it should have been comfortably dealt with either by the goalkeeper or the centre-half Mohammad Kaif, but instead neither really taking charge of the situation. The forward play was excellent because he didn't give up as soon as he got there. Defender panics, commits the foul. Jitu from the spot, absolutely lethal. Lovely first touch. Here's Murmu, the second half substitute, playing as right back. Subudip not making the impact necessary for Coach Das, wanting a lot more from his right back. In terms maybe of an attacking situation, you've seen he's a powerful unit, the number 2 of Murmu. Good play on the left-hand side. Shujin gets there comfortably. Well, under 25 minutes per stoppage time remain here for Diamond Harbour Football Club to try and claw at least a goal back. And for Kickstart FC, to try and add that cushion second. They cannot rest with a 1-goal lead. We've seen in the national group stages already teams turning things around. What a ball that is. He's brought it down expertly there, Bishwas. Kev with a good pass and it's cleared away. Have recovered that well in midfield though. Kickstart FC looking a lot more confident. Keeping the ball very nicely. The centre halves looking to alleviate some of the pressure here. Now Diamond Harbour playing a lot more front foot on their press here. Forcing him long. Offside flag might have been raised there. So Diamond Harbour, Coach Abhishek Das has got options on the bench. Whether or not he decides to bring them on as quickly as possible, he decides to keep his powder dry and wait for the right moment to bring on his fresh legs. Coach Armagan also might be plotting substitutions to freshen things up. His boys have put in a lot of work in the heat and humidity here in the Reliance Corporate Park here in Navi Mumbai. Crespo will get another opportunity. We've seen him be so dangerous with his set pieces. Decides to delegate the duty here to number 7, Benjamin. Benjamin's delivery is into the box. Very good defensive header. Safety first approach. Gets it far out of harm's way for a throw-in. Kickstart FC looking to bounce back after that heavy defeat against table toppers Jamshedpur Football Club. They've done so very well so far, but there's a lot of football still to go in this match. And knowing that the quality that Diamond Harbour Football Club possess in their forward areas, Kickstart FC will be very, very about it. Nice pass, fizzed into midfield. Looks to bend the run, but well defended. There's Biswas helping out in a defensive capacity, the winger. Crispin with a decent first touch, but he's been dispossessed. Ball just bobbling up. You need a lot more surety with those passes, knowing that there's no real time and space in the midfield areas. Jeremy looking to switch, looking for options, deciding to keep it short. On the left-hand side, they worked it well here, Diamond Harbour. On the left-hand side, defender comes across there. Allen does very well defensively. Ball into the box is fizzed in. Keeper should be favourite, and he collects. Chijin has had to work very hard in this match. There's a huge reason as to why. Score is 1-0 to the favour of Kickstart FC, looking for their second clean sheet in 3 games in the national group stages. That would really, really please Coach Tirunav Karasu Armugan. Defensively, defensive solidity, that's the base, that's the foundation that you want. He's been bundled over, heavy, wins the ball fairly because he's lost his balance, but this pass is heavy. All just bobbling around awkwardly. Boris Singh, we know he's a willing runner, and every time he's put that pressure, and every time he's made that, what looks like an unnecessary run, he's really helped our team out. Looks like a lost cause, but just puts the pressure, forces an errant pass and gets his team up the pitch. It's brilliant work from Boris Singh. And he's won the ball back. Here's Crispin Cletus. Loses out. He lays it off onto the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Here's Crispin with a decent first touch, but just gets caught under his foot. Mohamed Kef does very well defensively and tries to lead a quick counter-attack here. It's a very high line from Kickstart FC, and it's bypassed very well. Entry into the box, but look at the number of green and white shirts into the box. Looking to lay it off into the edge of the box. Can he look to strike? What a block that is on the slide. Here's Murmu looking to keep his balance. Lays it off nicely. Looks for a clip pass. It's brilliant at the fast stick. It's hit the crossbar. And he's onside. Kickstart FC get away with that one. What a pass that was towards the fast stick. Here's Murmu again. Fast stick. Shijin Carroll. Frantic play. That was sensational from Diamond Harbour Football Club from back to front. Carving open Kickstart FC. The clip pass from midfield was a thing of beauty. And the run from deep completely unmarked on the stretch. Keeper helpless. Kickstart FC get away with that time big time. Well, that would really encourage Coach Das for Diamond Harbour. Under 20 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. They've come very close to the equalizer. They have to push on. Kickstart FC on the move again. Looking for a strike from distance as well. Blocked. Both his arms behind his back. There was a hopeful shout. Good defending there from Mohamed Kef. Wonderful first touch there. He's just about managing to sneak his way forward, but Allen decides safety first. Bit of confusion with the throw-in, but should be off and running. Crispin with a change of boots by the look of it, and Diamond Harbour, Coach Das making a few changes off. Number 3, Rajanbir Singh coming on, and number 61, Uttan Hansda, the under 23 coming on. So 3 changes being made by Coach Das. Murmu was introduced early into the second half. Back underway here. Good defending in very tight areas. It was proactive from Coach Das, knowing that the game is very much there to be rescued at least. What he needs is a goal here as quickly as possible. Can any of the substitutes contribute? Rajanbir Singh, the defender, and number 61, Uttam. We'll see where he likes to approach and operate on the park. Decent switch out. What a first touch that is. Lays it off nicely there for Murmu. And Shijin quickly off his line. You see the change on the right back working for Coach Das. Diamond Harbour getting a lot more joy down the right hand side. The attacking prowess that Murmu has. Nice little play there. And see the attacking substitution being made. Uttam in midfield, coming on for Deepu Halder. The skipper, captain's armband being transferred to Diamond Harbour Football Club. Kickstart FC, what a massive 3 points this could be for them. Here's Bishwas. Keeps it nicely. Here's Hebi. Again, brilliant. So assured with the ball in tight spaces. Lost out, but the ball bounces favorably. Pace has opened up a lot of space though. Instead of carrying, he decides to feed it onto the right hand side. Crispin is a decent ball. A real mess at the back again. Bishwa sneaks in and a typical poacher's goal. And Kickstart FC Karnataka are 2-0 to the good. The ball across the face of goal from Crispin was good. It should have been dealt with. It was completely left alone. Boris Singh rather, who sneaks in between the two centre halves. Look at that, no one dealing with it. And Boris Singh says, thank you very much. Good run though, it's completely bamboozled. Number 3, Rajbeen Singh, who's just come on off the bench, not into the pace of the game. He's been caught out. And Kickstart FC Karnataka 2-0 to the good here. And looking good for all 3 points. A massive 3 points in Group A of the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League, as the referee calls for a water break as we head towards the final 15 minutes. Kickstart FC Karnataka 2-0 to the good. After the water break, we'll resume with kickoff here. Diamond Harbour Football Club hit with a real sucker punch down the right hand side. It was a brilliantly worked move from Kickstart FC Karnataka. Crispin's ball into the box. Should have been dealt with, wasn't. And now Diamond Harbour Football Club really have a mountain to climb here. As it stands, they're looking at back-to-back 2-0 defeats here. They're starting off their campaign so well with a 3-0 victory against FC Goa. That is now very much in the rear-view mirror as Diamond Harbour look to try and salvage at least a point from this game. Excellent header, brilliant from Boris Singh. Full of confidence after the goal, and he would have put his penalty miss very much in the rear view now. Really good work there defensively, getting himself caught in a bit of a muddle, but just managing to defend that situation just enough. Concedes the corner. Diamond Harbour Football Club, well, they need a spark. They need a moment of inspiration. They need some way, somehow, to claw a goal back. Benjamin with yet another corner. Doesn't beat the first man who's been punched away. Allowed to bounce at the edge of the box. The strike always sailing over. Yet another defensive situation that Kickstart FC have dealt with very well. They've closed down the spaces. They've forced Diamond Harbour to rush their shots. 13 minutes plus stoppage time away here, Kickstart FC Karnataka. You know how competitive Group A is. There's some real heavy hitters. And knowing that if they can get this, and knowing that East Bengal play next against FC Goa, the pressure now very much will be on East Bengal, knowing that they have to win. As Murmu on the right hand side to keep pace into the box. Decent delivery, peels away at the fast take. Lovely touch, goes for goal, cross goal. It's brilliantly blocked there. Excellent work by the goalkeeper Shijin. Gets down low, gets a strong boot on it. Might be a substitution here by the looks of it. Throw-in was stopped as they want to get a real move on here. Oh, it's not a substitution, it's a foul throw. That is very poor. Looks to give that away. 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Massive. About 15 minutes here for Diamond Harbour Football Club. They are to find themselves in the top two positions, knowing that top spot has been dominated by Jamshedpur Football Club. Margin for error. Oh, Ricky, that is sensational there. Lovely drag flick around the midfielder. All back, and Kickstart FC looking a lot more confident now. Just looking to slow the pace of the game. This will really frustrate Coach Das and Diamond Harbour. Decent delivery as Crispin made the run. Kumar deals with it though. All hands on deck here for Diamond Harbour Football Club. Trying to go along the back four of Kickstart FC. Very much in place here. Brilliantly defended. Oh, that's very, very unnecessary. He's lashed out there. Saw that as soon as it went. A bit of afters here. Diamond Harbour just starting to lose their heads. It's a bit unnecessary, and hoping that cooler heads prevail. Both skippers will be called here. Every time you see some sort of retaliation, I think the referee wanting Mang to get on with it. He's done very well there. Referee clamping down, immediately laying down the law. Game has been played in really good spirit, so stuff like that really was out of character. Oh, he's taken a bit of a pressure touch there, and the foul has been given, but my goodness me, Aman Kumar really playing with fire there. As soon as he took his first touch, you knew that Boris Singh is going to be on him like a rash, and right on cue. That's what he was. 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Crespo being withdrawn here for Diamond Harbour Football Club, as Coach Das looking for solutions. William Cookie coming on here. Is he going to be the man? Inspire Diamond Harbour forward here. Four substitutes used by Coach Das for Diamond Harbour Football Club. Clip pass by Kev, well intercepted by looks of it. He's tried to keep that in play there, Benjamin. Every attack that they can't stitch forward will be all that kind of encouragement for Kickstart FC Karnataka. It was very well to keep the ball and spin around. Diamond Harbour looking for inspiration here, looking for a moment of magic. Strong play there from Ricky, and shows his composure. Very well played. Alan punts that forward. Turns out to be a very good pass here to Crispin, who's done very well to shield the ball. Outstanding from Crispin Cletus. Surely a foul there. It is. He rode a couple of challenges. He did so well to get himself between the defender and the ball. And he wins a free kick, which Kickstart FC will take their time over. And there will be heroes for Kickstart FC. There will be contenders for the man of the match. I'd like to give a special shout out to Hebi, number 66 in midfield. It's one of the toughest positions to play when it's so congested. His ability to win the ball and dictate has been so impressive as a clearance has been completed. Here he is, Hebi, right on cue. He is mopped up so many times and he gets a fortunate bounce. Clever. Crispin, heavy first touch. And on the follow-up, it's a block, but Crispin finishes it off. It's 3-0 to Kickstart FC. It's 3 points for the team from Karnataka. No surprises. It's heavy once again in the heart of everything good that Kickstart FC did. Looked like the touch from Crispin was heavy, but on the follow-up, after getting a favorable bounce, he makes no mistake, and the captain gets his first goal of the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. Kickstart FC Karnataka have really filled up in this game. They have improved their goal difference as they look to consolidate, and they'll be in second position here. Crispin Cletus, 4 goals in the zonals, now opening his scoring in the national group stage. Well, Hebi again, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from the number 66. He is going to be one of the unsung heroes in this match. And that is why I'm propping him up. Yes, the goal scorers. Yes, the defenders will get the plaudits for keeping the clean sheet. The goalkeeper for making the saves. But it's the midfield. It's the engine room. It is so critical. When you win that midfield battle, you more than often win the games. Good win there. This will be a deflating loss for Diamond Harbour Football Club. It's a loose giveaway there. Well, Coach Tirnav Karasu Armugam will be so pleased with the way that his boys have gone out there, executed their plans to perfection, and look to leave with not just the 3 points, but also yet another clean sheet. And as it stands, if they do manage to keep the clean sheet, it will be 2-3 for Kickstart FC in terms of clean sheet after winning their opening game 1-0 against Northeast United Football Club. A very impressive performance here, bouncing back from that heavy defeat against Jamshedpur Football Club. Now wiping down their goal difference. 4 goals conceded against Jamshedpur, and in turn 4 goals scored. 1 against Northeast and 3 now against Diamond Harbour. Going into second position as it stands. Massive result here. Looks to find him into the corner. It's a brilliant free kick. It's William who's just come off the bench, nearly finding the top corner with a terrific free kick. He has beaten Shijin, and that clean sheet that we are talking about threatened by a couple of inches there. Tremendous there. Look at the curl. Look at the spin on it. Clipping the top of the crossbar. Kickstart FC Karnataka getting away with that one. Under 5 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Shijin goes long. Good header. Bishwas has worked so hard down that left-hand side. Won the penalty in the first half, which was missed by Boris Singh, and since then, in the second half, it's been Kickstart FC Karnataka all the way. 3-0 to the good as Coach Armugam looking to shuffle the pack here with the points all but secured. Confirmation of the substitution. Crispin Cletus, the captain, his evening comes to an end. He has been substituted for an outstanding game. And the substitute, Sriram, getting about 3.5 minutes plus stoppage time to see out the game here. Crispin Cletus leading his team from the front, scoring the 3rd goal, ensuring the points, and an outstanding game. When Crispin plays well, Kickstart FC do play well as well. Another attack forward, brilliant defending, comes across, got numbers in the box. He's kept his balance very well. They defend the situation with real power, and they have a chance for a counter-attack. Boris Singh, brilliant play from the centre forward, gets it back. Here he is by his lonesome. It's Boris Singh looking to curl that into the corner. It's tired legs, isn't it? He has run his socks off for 87 odd minutes. It was a 2-on-1 situation. He started off the move so well by dropping deep, linking up the play, and then making the run behind the centre half. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain here for Kickstart FC. Get 6 points in the national group stages here in Group A. Taken shot, allowed to turn, heavy touch, he's pounced on it. Heavy touch, you can see tired legs very much. Ricky, beautiful. Ricky, can he find the bottom corner? He can't. He's been so influential. Number 45, Ricky. He's shown his composure. He's showing his game reading abilities along with Hebi in the middle of the park. That midfield pivot has worked so well. Hebi, the ball winner, starting off most of the attacks. Ricky adding a bit of composure. Look at Hebi's positioning again. It's tireless. Absolutely brilliant. Managed to clear. Just to feed that onto the right-hand side. Murmu was just taking his eyes off the ball. And that just pretty much sums up Diamond Harbour Football Club, doesn't it? 2 minutes per stoppage time remain here. Kickstart Football Club Karnataka on the way to 3 points here. 3 massive points and a real boost to goal difference there. Just wiping off that 4-0 defeat in the hands of Jamshedpur Football Club. The goal difference now to 0, but more importantly, 6 points on the board. Lovely first touch there from Jitu. Lays it off. Here's Hebi. Outside of his boot pass is accurate. Can he keep it in play though? He can't. Again, great identification from Hebi in the middle of the park. Moving forward. Hebi with yet another recovery. Brilliant from him. Jitu loses off again. It's the first time really we've seen Hebi just stop, proving that he is human. Look at Bishwas though, as the winger helping out. Murmu with the ball in. Well headed away. They've done this so well on so many occasions. He's trying to beat the press of Ricky, defending very well. Managed to clear Hebi with yet another recovery of the loose ball. Here he is again. Number 66 Hebi looks to sweep that pass forward. Nobody really making the run on the left-hand side. The time ticks down here. Damaging defeat here for Diamond Harbour Football Club. It's not just a defeat, but also their goal difference taking a massive beating. -2 for them. Effectively wiping out their game against FC Goa. There's Akash on the right-hand side trying to go around the long route across there. William, second half substitution. 5 minutes of stoppage time will be signaled shortly as Murmu floats the ball in. They just about managed to defend. Oh, brilliant bit of acrobatics there from Alan. Superb defending from the centre half. He's landed awkwardly in the process, but play will continue towards the far stick. No one really getting the connection needed. Diamond Harbour trying their best to register on the score sheet. It's another fizzing effort, which is pushed over the crossbar by Shijin. And now the treatment to Allen can be administered. I think that will be a corner. It's a fiery effort there on the far side. A bit of acrobatics was needed as the cushion header back was very awkward. Allen feeling that he had to pull out the acrobatics, doing real harm, but he's quickly back onto his feet, showing his toughness, the centre half. Centre half partnership of Mang, Rishi, Alan have been outstanding, haven't they, for Kickstart FC Karnataka. And a real shout out to Kuswali, the left back, who came on so early into the game. There's a double substitution being readied by Coach Armugan. Number 10 Sarath and number 33 Kishore Kumar, both being introduced for stoppage time here. Mang won't be available for this corner. Has been cleared. Good defending at the front stick there by Allen. Centre half doing very well, repelling the danger. Here's William again. He's been seeing a lot of the ball. Now the feed on the left-hand side is well intercepted. Cleared away. Here he is again, William. Feeds it nicely. Good work. Look at that. Who it is. It's Hebi again. Hebi clears. Brilliant performance. Well, in my notes, I'm just going to put a star next to his name. Been outstanding. Along with his team, they've very rarely put a foot wrong. There's Hebi again. Feeds it. Beautifully played. This is a magnificent move, this, from Kickstart FC. Looking to add the fourth. Here's Bishwas. Bishwas trying to find the far corner. It's a brilliant save. That was angling into the corner there. Aman Kumar on full stretch as Kickstart FC looking to add the fourth. The cherry on top of the cake. Good work from Aman Kumar, who's had to make some brilliant saves. You can't forget the save that he made in the first half, which will be in distant memory now. Keep his team at that time at 0-0. A lot has happened since then. Now forced to make yet another brilliant save. Ricky comes across to take this corner kick here halfway through stoppage time. Ricky delivers. They've committed enough in the box here. The header is softly towards the hand as the offside flag was raised. As it stands here, Diamond Harbour now looking for a consolation goal. It's back-to-back games where they've blanked in front of goal, and that would really concern Coach Das going forward. Showing their free-flowing goal scoring in front of FC Goa, but since then they've faced heavy defeats. 5 goals scored against them and none for, as that double substitution that we mentioned before. Number 10 Sarath and number 33 Kishore Kumar coming on for Kickstart FC as they look to run down the clock here. Job nearly finished on the left-hand side, looking to clip the ball in. It's a bit heavy, but he does well. Allen looks to block and blocks well. The stand-in skipper, after the substitution of Crispin Cletus, Allen has been fantastic in the heart of defense. All into the box. Good header again. It's Ricky using his lengthy frame to get not just the first but the second ball too. Brilliantly done. That's a heavy pass. Just about managing to keep that in play. Look at the work. Look at the work here from Kickstart FC off the ball. Sensational stuff this. Switches on as we're under a minute left here. Murmu. Pass, managing to keep that in play. He looks to run the channel here. He's still looking to keep that in play. Fresh legs there from Sarath. Doesn't get there first anywhere. Will do though for him. Good substitution. Number 27. Boris Singh coming off. Scored the second. That cushion goal was so important, but how he led the line was so impressive for Kickstart FC Karnataka. Might be a foul there. No, referee says play on. It should be that as Ricky can clear. Referee has a look at his watch. One more attack maybe for Kickstart FC to improve their goal difference here. Clever pass behind the back line. Run here from Hebby. Look at Hebby busting a gut to get into the box. My goodness me. Look at his engine. He's been everywhere in the middle of the park, and they've pressed and forced the error. Kept it well. Laying it off. Hebby looking for scraps. Looking for the shot. He's kept his balance. It's Sarath. It's a good block. I think that should be that. They're trying their very best here to try and get a consolation here, Diamond Harbour Football Club. But it's Kickstart FC who have been outstanding in this match. They created chances in the first. They were lethal in the second. Diamond Harbour started the game very well. Coach Das will be encouraged with what he saw. Towards the end, they feel that they've been roundly beaten here from the better team this evening. Looks to keep the ball here. Look at Kickstart FC now. It's all about the clean sheet for them. Coach Armugam will be so pleased. And the referee has got his whistle in his mouth. Might just allow this attack to go on. Looks to shoot from distance. Shijin with a comfortable grab. And the referee blows the full time here at the Reliance Corporate Park. And it's an impressive 3-0 victory here for Kickstart FC Karnataka. 0-0 at halftime, creating a lot of opportunities. A combination of the crossbar and Aman Kumar coming to Diamond Harbour's rescue in the first half, as the penalty was spawned by Boris Singh right at the stroke of halftime. But in the second half, Kickstart FC Karnataka were absolutely brilliant, and Coach Armugam will be very pleased. Lethal in front of goal after Jitu from the spot opened the scoring. Boris Singh adding the second, and the skipper Crispin adding the third, giving them the cushion. And at the back, they were absolutely brilliant, preventing Diamond Harbour from scoring. They keep the clean sheet. They get the 3 points and are now second in Group A in the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. As we have more action at 7 p.m. with the East Bengal game taking on FC Goa, as we bring you the highlights of this fantastic game here from Kickstart FC Karnataka. 3 points, 3 goals, and the clean sheet to sweep up the points. Outstanding work here. Started off very brightly in the second half. We saw a lot more of Bishwas as he laid it off to Ricky with the first real warning sign. And once the penalty was given, there was no hesitation for Jitu. Change in penalty taker, but brilliant penalty. Burying it into the back of the net. From there, they looked a lot more confident in their Kickstart FC. Shijin was called into action on a couple of occasions. There's a brilliant clip pass. This could have made all the difference in the world, as that one clipping the crossbar. But Kickstart FC didn't need a second invitation. The ball in from Crispin was brilliant, not dealt with, and a goal and an assist for the skipper. Started off with the assist, cross goal by Boris Singh, finding from close range, pulsing out the Ronaldo celebration, and rightfully so, as Diamond Harbour tried their very best to register themselves on the score sheet, but it was Kickstart FC with Crispin adding the third. The result beyond all reasonable doubt for Crispin Cletus, but William trying his very best to register his effort, coming off the crossbar too. There was one last opportunity for Boris Singh to try and curl that into the corner, with Bishwas trying his best to add the fourth. A brilliant save from Aman Kumar kept that away. Full time here at the Reliance Corporate Park. It's Kickstart FC Karnataka 3, Diamond Harbour Football Club 0. As we look at the statistics, all being dominated by the team from Karnataka. More of the ball, shots on target 12, scoring 3 from it, creating 15 chances. Game was played in a very fair manner. Diamond Harbour can take a lot of positives, but they'll know they've been roundly beaten here. Full time at the Reliance Corporate Park. Kickstart FC Karnataka 3, Diamond Harbour Football Club 0.